Welcome, welcome, bow batters. The welcomes and the bow batters. Actually, it rained a little bit. We were up early and then we got up late. My body feels that workout yesterday. That's a positive. Really wet on the streets today, as it rained most of the morning. So that saved my butt. As you know, I'll walk in the rain. I mean, it might rain now. Still, I think it's done. Now we end up like in the tropics getting fucking 100-degree weather. You know? And we're getting a ton of nice weather. Yo, welcome. Yeah. Let's see how people come on in if they do. YouTube sending people. There's so many people that walk and talk. I would say this about my content, at least. I put this on live, and then I put it out there, and then I just leave it be. There are some people that will do these conscious streams like I'm doing, or casual streams, and they'll actually post it as like their videos, as like their creation. They may put up like they probably don't even edit it. They just add like a couple photos to like what there is that they're saying. And it's like, I mean, people watch it. I mean, so regardless of what I think, people watch it. I think it's sort of stupid. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I don't rewatch these things. In fact, they're not private. I put them out as public. And then somehow YouTube switches them to private. Right? I don't know how and why it does that. But it does it. And it doesn't piss me off because maybe I could gain the benefits of all the subs and the watch time and all that other shit without people watching this crap. I say crap as I need people to subscribe. What's up, Elliot? What's up, Brittany? As I need people to come on in, I'm over here criticizing the process, but that's how we do. That's how we do. I got a new subscriber. Yes. Yay, I got a new subscriber. What's up, Matt? Not a lot's up, man. We are just going to go on a little walk. It rained here. Big thing for me is I actually gained weight. And I gained a lot of it. And I think a lot of it is due that, please subscribe, is that 1 week where I did weigh myself almost like 2 weeks ago. I was doing a lot of sauna, wet sauna and dry sauna. And I was working out at the gym. I think I get more of a weight burn outside of the gym. I'm sorry. Thanks for subscribing, Godfrey. You're Goofy Gobbler, the Goofy Gobbler. The Goofy Gobbler over here, Goofy Gobbling. Brittany, thank you for subscribing as well. Thank you, all you people, for subscribing. I really appreciate that. It makes these stream of consciousness, these little walks, worthwhile. I'm amazed that like you people will subscribe to me doing this stuff than my other content, which is amazing because I actually spend time doing the other content, or I find it sometimes more interesting, but maybe YouTube doesn't, and it is. What's up, Reveille Trader? Yeah, so it is what YouTube does, and it wants to do. But yeah, going back to why I think there was a weight discrepancy, and sometimes you can't trust the scale that you might have, but going back to why I think I might have been at the weight I thought I was at was, yeah, a whole week, if not longer, a week, continuous gym training and hitting the sauna, doing the diet thing still and hitting the sauna and dry and wet sauna every day, I think I was like pretty drawn out, even though I might not have noticed it. You know, I was still exercising well. I might not have been like the best energy level, but it was still good for the weight loss. So I think I got that weight, reading with, in addition to that, the scale I got is one of those old Hopiodemics, used to be at fucking Sharper Image, and, you see it probably at Ross or TJ Maxx. So the scale I got could be, it's one of those digital scales. Two, it could be off by a few, like a few pounds. And then I went yesterday to get a weight at the gym, and I was around like 5-6 pounds heavier than the previous weigh-in. And then I weighed myself in this morning on the scale I got, and I was still heavier. It was like a pound heavier, even though obviously I probably had lost. I couldn't say that obviously, but it was even heavier. So I don't know if it's best to weigh in every day, is what I'm thinking I might do. Ignore the scale in general, even though we have like a weight goal in mind, right? And maybe I need to just release the weight goal. And I've already gone down almost 2 pant sizes, so we know that there's been like physical improvement, right? Because in fact, that's like one of the best physical improvements you can have, except that you have to buy, like I have old shorts and old shirts and shit that's gonna be too big, but I'm used to wearing stuff big anyways. But yeah, it's it's just you can't trust the scale, or can you? It is a scientific device. We should be able to have confidence in what it is. And if we're doing a weight loss sort of program, isn't it important a tool? Like, so ignoring it, if you use the same scale all the time, and you're using it all the time, but I've used this scale too before, it was the one that gave me the wrong reading. So I'm at a loss. I don't know where to begin with the whole weighing in scale thing. Like, I'm not oh, there's a Karen. Here comes Karen. There goes Karen. There she is. Doesn't need to talk to the guy about parking right there. Yeah, I get it. She took a photo. They're probably using a little bit of, you see how they're using a little bit of the crosswalk there. He could have went forward a little bit and been out of the way of the crosswalk. That's what she's talking about. So she is right. It's not like it's harming anybody, but she is correct. The guy did a little more respectful, did a little something. She is correct, but it's good that she's mentioning it, because now the other guy, it's okay she mentions it. As long as she's not trying to give the guy a ticket, calling cops, giving him a hard time, maybe just educating the guy, saying, hey, I have, myself or someone in my family needs that crosswalk because we are handicapped. They live in this building, so I give her that one. I'm not going to call her a Karen on this one. That was a good citizen. That's a good citizen move there. So yeah, we're talking about the scale. Anybody have any other comments? I hope you have a great day. I hope so too, Goofy Gobbler. The Goofy Gobbler. Gobble, 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 gobble. The Goofy Gobbler. Yeah, you know what? It's going to be I'm maybe going to the movies today. Going to see Tom Cruise, the man that never ages, because he has that pizza blood. the blood of, all those myths. He's the Scientologist, huh? Yeah, you really wish Scientology. You wish there could be a lot of Scientologists. Isn't John Travolta a big Scientologist? Yeah, it's I don't really know a lot about it. I just remember seeing the same guy that was doing those. Yeah, believe me, in San Francisco, you've come across, there was a time where Gavin Newsom would be out there just talking on the streets about stuff. He's governor now, and he was somewhat accessible to an extent. He knew what he was doing. I wasn't a big fan. Not necessarily a big fan of these guys now. You look at even Pritzker here. Oh, we're not even going there. Oh, yeah, so the rain stopped. The sun is coming out. This is going to be interesting. Workout-wise, it's going to be interesting in terms of getting calisthenics. I can still do some squats, some dips, some lunges, some steps, right? I still could do some things even though it's wet out here. Man, it is going to be this nasty humidity for a while too. I could tell. It has this nasty humidity. Yeah, so that's what I'll do is I'll talk with you guys. Or talk here until I hit the park. And then once I hit the park, I'll cut the stream and just do my walking, listen to some music, try to relax, formulate a plan. I think the plan is going to remain. I mean, I got to trust the process. I hate sayings like that, but I got to imagine that some of the things that I'm doing, I know some of the things that I'm doing physically as well as in my diet are really good. Even if I'm cheating in my diet here and there, like grabbing a little added fruit here, or there's a serving that was wrong here or there, I know I'm still doing good. I'm not like cheating with a fucking double cheeseburger, and you know what I mean? I'm not like cheating that way, right? If there's anything, it's like, okay, I might have not logged a piece of fruit, or I might have a little more. I might grab a little snack of rice over here, or a little cut of meat over here. You know what I mean? But everything's logged. Everything that I've been eating has been logged. That's the other thing, is that my ChatGPT hasn't been as reliable. Just keeping track of the information. Only has one job. That's why I don't always trust ChatGPT. Don't always trust Google, right? Don't always trust your Fitbit, and although the technology on a lot of those is Fitbit and iWatch. Yeah, people are getting out. I could see them. They're coming from the park. They did as I did, waited it out, or they already were in the rain, and they almost look dry. But yeah, I don't know in terms of the scale. I don't know what to do in terms of the scale. I don't know what my action's going to be. Am I going to do the same? I almost feel like that if I'm not weighing myself every day, and then because the scale is going to control behavior. For good or bad, it's going to control behavior. Whereas I didn't weigh myself for almost like a week. I was going to wait 10 days, and then I didn't do the 10 days. I just did it as yesterday I just did it on a whim. And I was going to wait till this Friday. So, yeah, and then the last time I weighed myself was this big loss, like this big 10-pound loss. So, Yeah, and you see how like lanes are, these white lanes are important, you know, because those are the walking lanes. I prefer this one with the island over here. But yeah, like how that lady was complaining, like, yeah, if there's a truck in one of those lanes, it takes away that little safety buffer. Two people watching, sad. Yeah, it's true. I'm not really putting out anything, but if you could subscribe, I'd appreciate that. Feta, Arella, it's all right. People, it's okay. You know, it's YouTube. I don't take, especially with these things. If I make a piece of content and it gets like 20 views, depending on what it is, I might get disappointed, but for the most part, I'm no longer disappointed of what I'm doing here on YouTube. You know, some of my content will get 100 views, another one will get 1,000 views. And then if I'm super lucky, I'll have something with like a few thousand views, like 2,000 views. So I don't, and that's super rare. I think most of my lives average, most of my lives average 70 people that come in just passing by, and I think that's just YouTube trying to send me people, which is great. They don't stay, but you know, yeah, I don't get a ton of views, and that's not really a huge goal. I don't know why I do these lives. Oh, I know why I do these lives. I do them for subscriptions. I get more subscriptions for doing my lives than anything else, than doing any of my content, my shorts. I do these lives where I'm literally just walking down the street, and people just come on in and they'll subscribe. So that's why I do it. So please subscribe. If I get one subscription, it's awesome. And I might leave it up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not hiding. I'm not embarrassed to who I am. And I'm not trying to be something that I'm not, nor think of this doesn't feed my ego. Yeah, that's one thing that is cool about me and my relationship with YouTube, is like any addiction or anything else, I could end it. And it doesn't feed, in fact, YouTube should have been ego crushing to me, considering, yeah, even today what I watched, you know, it should have been crushing to me. And, you know, because you get a lot of this bait and switch. I saw a guy who's my age, obviously in better shape than me, better financially than me, not necessarily a better speaker than me, probably better looking. He was probably better looking. And he had something like 13,000 subscribers with like nowhere near the content I have, nowhere near the lives, nowhere near anything. And he's over there in his car doing a YouTube video. They got 13,000 views, which is pretty good because he's got like 15,000 subscribers. That means that his people that subscribe to him are going there. He's doing really well. That's extremely well, right? If you got like 15,000 subscribers and you're getting a video with 13,000 views, you're fucking doing really good, and you're legit. That means his views are real. They're not like bots, and he didn't purchase them, and he didn't purchase he didn't purchase all that stuff. It's like real deal Holyfield. So I don't hate it, because that's the other thing about YouTube, is that you have to like the person, right? So he's well liked, but considering the content, I was like, okay, you know, dude's in his car, didn't really he did a sort of bait and switch, didn't really discuss what it took for him, what happened, like he briefed, whatever. It was a bait and switch on the thumbnail, on the title, and a lot of that probably works too, because it got a stranger like me to click on it, and he gets that number. Yeah, we're nice and humid here. So he gets that number right out the gate. I don't want to run. A little fast walk here. Okay, good. Yeah, we're here at the park. I'll go a little bit more. yeah, we're gonna do more and more training. It's gonna be hard. I gotta figure out what the gal and I are gonna be doing this afternoon. All right, but yeah, so what I say, yeah, it's more debilitating in a lot of senses. Even in the mixed martial arts MMA area sphere, at least I'm sort of known there by like a couple people that do the thing. So like, yeah, I'm not like completely operating in a void, which doesn't really matter. Yeah, I actually even don't almost understand what I'm doing with YouTube, period. I think I finished with my learning most things about YouTube in terms of a creation standpoint. I think I could edit most anything. And even if I made those types of edits, I know I could do them. So it's like, oh, what are you proving? You know, I haven't done them yet, right? And I should be working in my DaVinci skills a little better on these like little self projects. But I've been operating everything in the YouTube Studio, or not even YouTube Studio, the YouTube Shorts on your phone, because it promotes more shorts when it's coming and developed from. Oh, I should have walked down that path there. When it's coming from YouTube, your phone, it pumps your video more in the algorithm as well. So yeah, should have been doing more of whatever. Yeah, sad. It's not sad. What's sad is that I'm fucking gained weight even though I'm fucking supposedly on a calorie deficit. I don't know how that fucking works out. You know, exercising every day, at least an hour of exercise in, and then at least I'm averaging on average every day 7 miles walking, right? That's just on average. Like maybe more. It's closer to 8 miles a day. We're gonna try to get up to that. It's raining today. It rained, so it's wet out here. I don't want this to be a rest day. It's not really supposed to be a rest day. But then we go back to what is it that, you know, your goals are? What are you trying to do? Yes, it's not a rest day. And what does that really entail, right? Like, for me, it would be like not doing calisthenics. So not doing that 1 hour of physical fitness. But we're going to get that 1 hour in. One way or the other. We're going to get it in. I know that my body, or not my body, but my mind will want to get there. We'll say, hey, let's do a little bit of a workout. You know, started this so late, but that's okay. That's okay. Starting the stream late. We started working out late in life. But look at these people out here. It's never too late, man. Never too late for these things. If it's getting you outside, like, what's the option right now? Project at home, like more cleaning, more organizing at home. You know, watching more YouTube at home. That's the alternative on a rainy day like today. I could do food prep still when I get home. There's still enough time for me to do some food prep if I need to do it. And I don't. And nobody is really discussing the topic. But we're getting a little sweat in. It's warm. Here, the park. Yeah, I'm digging this tripod selfie thinger. I'm digging it. I got a good, it's, you know, it holds pretty damn good. It doesn't wiggle, it will wiggle, but it holds pretty damn good. I could put it down pretty damn easily. Ooh, somebody left some stuff. I'm a junk person, right? It looks like a box. I'm not gonna touch it because if I touch it, then I'm responsible for it. Looks like somebody brought a tent box and then didn't, no, it's a toy, a Sonic flyer. Yeah, somebody brought a Go Play, the remote control, and then they didn't throw it in the garbage. I don't know how close I am to a garbage, but it's styrofoam, and I hate styrofoam. If anything more than styrofoam I hate, it's the plastic, yeah, I gotta pick it up. The Coke plastic, bottled water is not, you know, reuse those bottled waters a lot. Like, so if I have one bottle of water, I'll fucking have a bunch of them. But that being said, even still, when I'm done with it, it goes into the ecosystem where you could be in the middle of nowhere where there's fucking nobody, no people, fucking miles away from fucking civilization. And next thing you know, there's a pile of fucking plastic and garbage in the corner on a beach or in the desert, even the desert someplace. They'll be like, how in the fuck this get here? And the wind and time, it got it there. Yeah, this guy reminds me of my kid. He's gonna be warm. My girl would be in the same way too. In her jacket, it's gonna be warm though. Warm as hell. Yeah. Ooh, there's a cardinal. Yeah, there's families out here. The rain stopped and people came right on out. Same with me. It's like, okay, rain stopped. Let's get on out there. It might have been nicer during the rain because the rain was cool. Like, I could feel the sweat already on my head. You might be able to see it on my brow. So yeah, yeah, you'll see garbage will make its way all over the place. Oh yeah, I've been there, done that, even with, don't get me started. Don't get me started. That was long ago, and we're not going to talk about that. I could go a different way than I normally go. That guy's got an old bike. Oh, he's still using it. He needs some air in his tires, and he needs new tires. Like those tires that were originally part of that 30-year-old bike, and you still have them on the fucking bike, they need to be replaced. Right? They need to be replaced, people. The Sonic Flyer is going to go into the blue one because it should be, you know, the fucking dog shit. Fuck, man, we are sweating out here. It is humid. This is some Costa Rican, Mexican, Central American humidity now at this point, you know. Oh, there's a nice wind there. And I want to open up the zipper, but I won't. That's the other thing that I'm like confused about the weight loss thing is that, like, I'm wearing this thing. I'm sweating constantly. Like, I'm constantly sweating. Like, on my workouts, and I'm done my workouts, I could literally grab the shirt and wring it out like it would sweat. There's even on my shorts, like, you know, I had to throw them in the washer immediately what I do is I'll wear them for a few days straight without adding detergent to them, but I'll put them in the rinse and spin mode, and then sun or air dry them, and that way, you know, they keep the germs off of them. And you know, that's the other thing. I don't like using a lot of detergents and soap, but I do. I end up like everybody else, right? Wow. Yeah, we did just the start of our walk, and I'm feeling it. Just the heat. I don't know about heart rate, but just the heat. Yeah, we're like hours behind on when we normally would be streaming and talking. Yeah, so some guy was on Moss's channel yesterday on the MMA holes, and he was streaming for like 11 hours and only gets like 13 people in the stream. That's crazy. That's some desperation. That's what that is. That's like, and talk about addiction. I didn't go live for that addiction, or I didn't, I'm not doing this to, you know, for some narcissistic or egotistical goal, right? Like that isn't my intention. Really the intention, oh man, they're making it, putting up a tent over there. Or is that a ramp? No way, it's gotta be a tent. It's like a little tent. They just don't have it up yet, which they can do pretty easily. And they got kids interested in it, like the little play tent. Man, that's a whole family. They're over there. Or is that a pool? It's possible they got a little pool there. They got something. And then there's a girl doing yoga. So there's more people in the park today. Actually, no, there's not a lot. I can still count them on my hand. I can still count them on one hand, except for the family. But in terms of people working out, there's not as many. There's not as many at all. Right? Whee! So yeah, that's like YouTube like will pump some people towards you, and if they don't like congregate and if they don't stick around, then it just stops sending you people. You know, it gives you a chance, like when you're first up, it gives you a chance, like if you're, you know, if people are actually engaging. Maybe if I were smoking a cigar, that usually same sort of thing, like people come and then they go. But yeah, we got you know, a few families here in the park. Right, big utility truck from the park district. Not a ton of people, but not empty. I would say this is maybe average day, including the family, because there's always one family having a party at one of these pavilions here. There's always one on every given day, any given day. There's always one family that will indeed be doing something, man, and I'm sweating already. That's why I'm sort of confused on the that guy's wet because he probably was doing it during the rainstorm. Yeah, that's why I'm like confused on the whole weight loss process, because you know, we're here and I'm sweating like right now. I'm sweating. You know, I got the sweat on. And we're not losing weight. We're walking 7 miles a day and 10 miles and we're not losing weight. We're on a calorie deficit and we're not losing weight. That's all very curious to me, and not just surprising, but curious and startling, and something that I definitely need to, or we have investigated it. I think it was the the sauna. I think that week we were on a very vicious cut, very aggressive, and also the sauna each day were getting me there. That's what I think it was. Those I'm taken aback by the is what it is. The yeah, all that effort, all that work, and then not getting the weight loss results that we are expecting is a little off-putting. Yeah, that old guy. Hey, goes to show you, even in my age of life, I got a hell of a lot more money than I do. And he's looking. That's what he's trying to do. He's definitely older than I am. And if that woman were smart, she would marry him. So even with the prenup. So okay, even with the prenup, all right, make it worth my while for me and my kids, if they have kids, and be like, just make it worth what, let's do it. And go from there. But nope, she won't do it. Won't do it. Like, huh? See, these are the streams, the parts of the streams, these live streams that get me into trouble. I want to be open and be honest, but nobody cares about honesty and openness. Somebody's listening, right? Big A, they're always listening, especially when you're talking shit about just shit. And it is funny and it is interesting, Like you want to be honest and say something, but no, YouTube's going to think of it as discriminatory, or it's going to offend somebody, or somebody might, an employer would say, how could you say that about these people or relationships? Oh, on this day, did you say this or did you do this? So I don't like when that guy does that shit. Like there's a bike coming on my... No need to explain it. It's like, dude, slow down. I know you got a pace. I know you want to do your thing. There's nobody out here. If you were to hit me when nobody was out here, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be like super pissed. I'm like, dude, there's fucking nobody here. There's no traffic and you fucking hit me. How stupid are you? Like, that's what I'm going to tell them. How fucking stupid are you? You think you're fucking smart. Fucking got a business, got all this fucking shit, but you fucking ride your bike every day and you still fucking hit somebody. It's not just random. It's because you're fucking an idiot. Or was it intentional? Was it intentional, or were you a fucking idiot? It's not at that point an accident. You're fucking being an idiot, or you intended to hit somebody, or being a dickhead for some reason. Yeah, that guy's running. We're gonna get there. I can never be like this guy. I wish I missed that. I think I would have hit my... If I had my knees, not even youth, but if I didn't have both knees in their reconstructive mode, I definitely would have been able to have met my weight loss goals. Because walking right now, the 10 miles that I'd be walking, I'd be running them. I'd be jogging these 10 miles rather than walking them. That's a huge difference. That's huge. That is huge. And I know that if I had my, all right, man, he stopped over there. That if I had my knees and if I were able to run, I would run. And that level of extra level of energy being burned and calories being burned, I would do. I'd be there. And I think at this point I would have lost another easily 10 pounds, or I would have been solid on that 34-inch waistline. It's going to be 32 coming. 32 is the next goal. We're a sound 36. We're 34, barely squeezing into a 34 with the belly squeezing into a 34, and we're gonna try to get down to a 32. Would be sweet. And people would be like, what are you doing? I'm not gonna walk off trail right now. I'm not gonna walk off trail because it's all muddy. Could slip and slide, get injured for nothing. I'm about to start a new job coming next Tuesday. Why they started us on a Tuesday, I do not know. But we're gonna figure that all out. We're gonna figure it all out. Everything's gonna be good. You got the email. We're on a Tuesday. Yeah, people are out here on that exercise, man. Like I've always been more, I would take my bike to work. I worked labor. I never liked working out, and I still don't. I still don't like working out. I mean, I'm trying to make it interesting and fun, and I think I can. I think, the exercise I'm doing, great. I need to be a little bit more structured about them, incorporate a weight with them, like some dumbbells, kettlebells, and or bag. But the movement, calisthenics that I'm doing, I think I'm there. I think that's me. I never really liked hitting the weights and the machines. The machines are great, but I've always liked, I don't mind carrying things around and swinging things and hitting things. So I think if we stick there, we're gonna be okay. And whether I lose the weight or not, it is, it's the how still should help my movement. Right, my movement, whether my strength is there or not, my surfing should get better. If I ever get back, no, the skating is, but elements of everything. You can't get me, flies. You can bite my neck maybe, or my face, but I'm wearing my windbreaker, and I see the flies, they came. And this is the area, for some reason, the flies like this part of the park. And I don't know why. It's like maybe this little valley, maybe because at this pavilion over here, there's always parties. And maybe so there's food and beer and drinks and food. And also the washroom. That's what it is, the washroom and water source. That's the washroom over there. Yeah, that's the washroom. And so the washroom over there. Doing that thing, yeah, that's why. That's why there's always, and now there's nobody. We'll go for another 20 minutes. I doubt anybody else comes in here. There could be people coming back. That's the other thing that's cool about this tripod. Oh, fuck, I don't want to touch my hand, my face doing that shit. Doing the tripod is that it comes off so easily, and then I'll throw it into my chest rig and then have it there, and if I need it I could always pull it out pretty easily, and it because it is a little heavy. It's made out of this aluminum. It looks fucking sick ass aluminum. It's a little pricey. They were a little pricey of a accessory, but for all my purposes and everything that I do, it's gonna be worth it. It's worth it. I could use it at work. I could use it when I'm traveling. I can use it when I'm doing my live streaming with my computer, smoking my cigar. Can use it there. And I could use it to make content. You know what I mean? If I need to move some logs, move the boats, I could do that. Right? Who's gonna move the logs? Who's gonna move the boats? This guy. I'm going to do it for you, Mr. Goggins. All right, Mr. Goggins, who's going to move the logs? Right? Who's going to move the logs, Mr. Goggins? Goggins be doing them on his own. He be doing thousands of logs. I don't know how he finds all the boats. I got to find some boats for moving. I know along the lake, the lifeguard boats are good movers. Shit, you try to do one of those by yourself, you're fucking having a hard time. What creature was that? I think it was just a little muskrat. It's an odd little shaped sucker. It was a bird. I don't know what type of bird that is. I need to get better with my Illinois birds. To knowing what birds those are. I was a Boy Scout and had a scoutmaster that would know all those birds, every single one of them. He'd be able to identify it. I need to wish I could do the same thing. You know what I mean? Could do the same with the birds. Oh wow, my lord! What a good guy that guy was. Wanted to name my son after him, and that didn't go over well. My scoutmaster, Olaf Hansen. Even in scouting, he gets forgotten and was never respected as much as he should have been back then. You know, other people took his shine in a way, even though he made some incredible scouts. He had some kids that came through his program. A lot of us are extremely, like a bunch of veterans, bunch of military people. May not have had a lot of Eagle Scouts, but definitely a lot of police officers, a lot of soldiers, a lot of well-educated people, pilots, doctors. Like, he pumped out like a lot of successful young men, or men I should say now, they're older men. Like, he definitely pumped them all out. Yeah, that sun's out now kicking hard. Fortunately, I'm going in and out of this area here. The roofers are back. You know work's gonna begin. They're on their lunch now. But that's gonna be a quick lunch for them, and they're gonna be fucking back. They're gonna be back. The roofers, the workers always give me a fucked up look like, hey, why does that motherfucker, why is he just walking around, man? Yeah, and they're on a roof with no shade cover. They're ready to go. They're ready to lay them down. They're at the finishing stages of their game. They're going to be finishing their project up. If you look at it, see up there, the tiles all up there, and there's a full of the old roof ripped up, and so they got the new one coming up there. And they should knock this out today and see how they don't have to carry them up. See that ladder? It takes them up for them. We used to have to carry those things up there. And so, yeah, they're ready to go. They're ready to go. They're going to rip that shit today. They're going to be done today ripping that. Probably were freaking out like, is that guy Ice or something? Who is that guy? Who is that dude? You know? Who is that guy filming us? I got 10 more minutes on the stream here. I'm an hour in. I don't know what my step count is. I think we're probably easily on that 3 mile area, maybe 2.5. But we're gonna go, and even though it's unreliable, I'm gonna go for 10 miles in the apps that I have on the iPhone here that are standard on it. I should just get another one. I should just download one. But I'm waiting for the iPhone. Oh, we'll see. We will see. I will see. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. Ooh, is that a lime? What are these? What are those? No, it can't be a lime. What are those? Oh, I see the Asians probably make it like something out of these. I bet you boil them, like you pickle them somehow. You make a tea out of them, maybe? Like some kind of sour tea. All right. I don't know. I should take a photo of it. I should have taken a photo. And wait. Start poll, question and answer. I should have taken a photo of it. We're got a sweat going. Look at, we're sweating. I do need a haircut. I'm gonna get the haircut probably tomorrow. Should have went today. Maybe I'll go after this walk. I don't know if I'll have time. My ma comes home from her community center later, so I don't know if I have time. I'm not giving too much information about myself. That's all right. I'm not hard to find, and I'm old. Like, not gonna fucking... Yeah, you could hurt my life to an extent, but at the same time, it's like, oh, great. I'll find something. I'll survive, I think. Or I'll be like that guy underneath the fucking his porch. He gets thousands of people fucking listening to his crazy shit. But he's crazy. And he could talk about like aliens and this stuff. And he keeps on regurgitating the same stuff. And people fucking love it. You know, his garbage. People love that shit. Especially here on YouTube. All these conspiracy theorists slash fucking people dying for false information. We've always wanted it. Let's see if I could go in this one. Yes, we're gonna go. I'm gonna let these gals go ahead of me. Oh, her phone's gonna fall out. She's gonna lose her phone. She doesn't know it yet, but she's gonna drop her phone and lose her phone. It's on her bike in her back pocket. It's just waiting to happen. I gather I might find her phone up here. I might find her phone on the path. Yeah, see, running. I wish I could do more running. Do what you can. If you gotta walk 1 mile, walk 1 mile. 2 miles, great. You could run. Run 500 yards. Try running that 500 yards. At the 52-minute mark. And we got a ways to go on our walk. We got a ways to go. And I'm sweating, so... And this is non-calisthenics. I'm gonna be cool with that. I could still figure something out once I get home even. Like, once I figure out when the girlfriend's gonna possibly come or go to the movie. I could figure something out. We are going to figure it out. It's all going to work out. We're going to go see the newest Mission Impossible movie because she loves Tom Cruise. What women don't, especially our age. Women in their 40s, 50s, 60s love fucking Tom Cruise. Always have, always will. Tom Cruise will be an old man. He'll still be making these movies and women will love him. Tom Cruise, funny ass motherfucker. Underrated actor. Right? Because he does do these Mission Impossible movies that, you know, he has fun with them, but I'm not a big fan of them per se. I think they usually follow that same corny TV thing, right? Like the bad guy and typical of all these stories, but hey, it is what it is. We'll just have to, still check it out. My girl checks out the Marvel movies I like, and the Alien and Predator movies I like, and other crap. So I gotta check out her, and it's an action movie. I gotta check out her action movie. Tom Cruise crap. Why not? It is what it is. You know. Just got to make that. It's not a sacrifice. It's just like you sharing that time. All right, we got another 5 minutes here. And I'm gonna find out. We're getting close. Let's see if I can. I said 3 miles. I don't think that's accurate at all. These step counters on the phone, just like a scale. I do not have much faith in the step counter, right? Because if that's the case, we're not even near our, because we're pretty close to yeah, it's probably pretty accurate. Not accurate, but it might be right to it's off a mile. Give or take a half mile. It's off. I know it's off. Or maybe I don't judge the distance the same way it does, right? It's going to judge distance a little differently. And again, we're listening to these devices, right? It should know. Especially like the step counter. It should be able to cross-reference, but then that's writing a different code. Like your position, your GPS position. It should know, okay, you started walking at this location and you're still walking and you're at this location. So it should know the distance between those 2 points. And maybe it is. Maybe it's referencing the distance without the actual step distance, the distance that you traveled. It's just using that simple mileage distance. I have no clue. I have no clue what metric they use on the steps to mile on, or how they get either on these apps, right? I know they got motion sensors on these fucking things, and the phone probably does too. It's not that hard for it to have a sensor. Same with the watch, right? It's got a sensor on it. Hello, Muhammad. I know you said hi, Yakub. Muhammad, Yakub. How are you this afternoon, buddy? We're only going to be here another 2 minutes. Hi, bro. Jim, bro. What's up, bro? I love how you could yell. You're outside. You could yell all the fuck you want. See? You're fine. I'm glad you're fine. I'm fine, too. How can I not be fine when I can yell? You can laugh. You know those people that like there's an Indian and a Chinese one where they just laugh. And it's like this healing thing where they laugh at each other. He said hi. You want me to yell hi? Hello! I didn't yell hi. Hi there! Muhammad! Yakub! How about that one, huh? Ooh, that gave me a little head rush there. And yeah, I'm sweating like friggin' mad. Sweat getting in my eye. Stinging my eye a little bit. Muhammad, I am in Chicago. We are in Chicago, Illinois. Chirac. There were 55 shootings over the weekend on July 4th. And believe it or not, that's actually a decrease from last year. And a decrease from the year before. So they're doing things correctly here. Only 55 people were shot this weekend. It's all mainly in the same locations. Love from Pakistan. All right, Pakistan, man. Pakistan. Got to keep an eye out on the Pakistanis coming up in the world and the technology, right? If you're rich in Pakistan, you're living fucking good. Just like most third world countries. Or I shouldn't say third world countries, but most non-Western, every place is fucking westernized now. Even Pakistan has its Western influence. Probably not as great as other countries, but still. But I don't know Pakistan very well at all, and nor India. I just know that the people are really nice, very hardworking, good food, very pleasant. Stay out of trouble. You know, when was the last time you went to a jail and you fucking saw like 5 Pakistanis in jail? You know what I mean? You go to a court building, even the lawyers aren't like, they're like the Pakistanis, except in Canada. They're in politicians there. They get into politics, strong politics in India. Indians and Pakistani in Canada, they fucking are involved in the politics. But here in Illinois, in the United States, they stay out of the political realm. The Pakistani and the Indians, they're smart. They stick to their stores. They stick to the medical fields. They stick to their businesses. They're not in trouble. They're not causing problems. They're not stealing. They're not beating people up. They're not, doing corruption. They just are quiet. They hang low, do their jobs, take care of their families. What more can you ask? That's all you want. All right. He's going to his home. Thank you. Mahab. Love to Pakistan. Peace and love to Pakistan. All right, yeah, I've exceeded my hour that I want to be live. So on that note, people, we are dropping. Thank you. If you made it this far, you are about better.